One thing that this group taught me last year was how to carry yourself like a champion and have a swagger all the time, but along with that swagger, understanding that there's a responsibility and commitment level behind that to earn it each and every day. Like Jordan said, there's never a sense of entitlement, and if there ever is, I check them right away. And that we do hold ourselves to a different level. That almost good enough is not good enough here, because there's a different standard and there's a Gaucho way and a Gaucho heart. And I think that's something that we talk about, and we talk more about that, doing things the right way, and then the wins will come more so than, oh, we have to win this game, or we have to do this, or we have to do that. There's just a way that they carry themselves, and I think that's the part of the tradition that is so incredible and kind of trickles down through the different generations of players as they come through.
Coach G coming in, and she taught us like a whole new mentality. But I think that this time coming around, when we got to practice, we all knew what the mentality was, and all of our hearts were in it, and we've been there the whole time along with each other. And what we realize is we are the luckiest 15 girls in this conference, because we have a coach that really loves the game, and then we have 15 players that all have one heartbeat, and we all play together every single day. We come in the gym, and all we can look forward to is this season. We don't even talk about what last year was about, and I haven't heard once yet, "You're not Jenna Green." And that's amazing to me, because Jenna Green was such an impactful player, but not once has one of my teammates looked at me and said, "I wish you were Jenna," because they know that this is the team now, and all 15 of us are on this one team, and this is our season.
I love this Blue-Green Rivalry, and I love the fact that after 12 years in the league, we're doing something to legitimize this rivalry. And it's been a great rivalry, and it goes way back. It goes to the first year. Those games are intense, and you watch every sport, they're intense. I was at the soccer game the other night. That's an intense rivalry, and it's great to legitimize it. And the idea that there's something creative around it, that we're trying to make something of this rivalry, I think is really going to be a positive between the two schools. I think it's going to be something that helps with some other sports that possibly don't get as much attention. You know, you can imagine the women's tennis team playing in the springtime, when all of a sudden that match might determine whether or not who wins the rivalry. It puts some emphasis on some other sports that maybe don't get as much attention as our soccer program or our women's basketball program or us. And I think that's a good thing for athletics across the board for these two schools. When we look at this group, you know, there are expectations, no doubt. We're not dodging the expectations, we're embracing them. We've been in a position before where we've been picked to win this league. It doesn't mean anything. You have to go out and produce. But what I like is I like the fact that we do have a nice balance of players.
So from where you started to now, Coach was like, "Man, you look at this guy." I'm like, yeah, I was like, "Man, he's bigger than me now," you know. And I was just like, you know, I'm a pretty big guy, but I'm like, man, he really just passed me up. But he's sexy, man. That guy. He just wants to be the big sexy out there, man. He's always looking in the mirror and stuff. So I think we need to cover things up in the weight room. And,